Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. How y'all doing today? We have a big day. You don't need to look at me all the time, Julie. Julie Fortier is here, and we are going to talk today about the race for the Illinois 12th, the 12th Illinois Congressional District. Julie is the Democratic candidate for that district, facing the incumbent Mike Bost, and we're going to have a lot of fun getting to know you. That's the thing. A lot of folks in this area probably don't know who you are, do they?
That's probably true.
That's probably true. We're going to do all that here in just a minute. But first, here on this beautiful Tuesday of Tuesday, August 11th and Wednesday, August 12th, let's tell you about a few things going on in and around our community. Let's see. Starting with, I looked. I'm telling you, Julie, trust me. I looked. I couldn't find anything going on Tuesday. What you must be doing something on Tuesday.
Actually, Tuesday I have a group I am meeting with in Freeburg.
All right, she'll be in Freeburg. She'll be at what time?
It starts at 6, but it's a private meeting.
Oh, okay. If you throw enough money at it, I'm sure she'll let you in. Right?
That's possible. Although we do have limits.
It's not your call, though.
It's not my call.
That's not your call. But I couldn't find any community events to tell you folks about here in the area on Tuesday. But I can move over to Wednesday, and we'll get you some events going there. Up over in Flora, down in Flora from here, from 8:30 until 6 p.m. tonight. Now, they're giving you an extra hour because you got to get the vaccines. It's back to school vaccine clinic at the Clay County Health Department. It'll be, as they said, it's Wednesday, August 12th, from 8:30 until 6, and that's going to be at the health department down there on 12th Street. They're building the new one, but they're barely getting along on it, so it's not that far along yet. So go to the old place to get your back-to-school vaccines. Appointments are not necessary, but they are appreciated. They can be made by calling 618-662-4406. I believe there's a set of different vaccinations. Now, don't quote me, ladies and gentlemen, on this. I'm pretty sure you have a set of vaccinations you have to get at kindergarten. I think there's a set for 4th or 5th grade, and I think there's a set for high school. You wouldn't know any of that, would you?
I know for a fact you have to get meningococcal twice, and the second one is by 16. The first one, I believe, is by 12. But you're pretty close on the other ones. They
know, though. That's the thing. They'll know.
Oh, they will absolutely know. And God bless the people that are willing to get vaccinated.
Oh, absolutely right. Absolutely. It's the smartest thing in the world. Again, the vaccine clinic, 8:30 to 6 o'clock at the Clay County Health Department, Wednesday the 12th. Also on the 12th, this is going to be at the Clay County Medical Center. It's the hospital, the medical clinic. They're having a children's orthopedic assessment clinic. Now, this is the cool thing. This is one of those deals where the Elks comes in, and it is entirely free. It's put on by the Flora Elks, number 1659, and the Olney Elks, 926, Lodge 926, in cooperation with the Illinois Elks Children's Care Corporations. It's a free, I'm telling you, free Children's Orthopedic Assessment Clinic, Wednesday the 12th. The clinic's from 11:30. Now, this one is by appointment only. You're going to need to make a call if your child has some kind of development that you need. It's an orthopedic development, like a bone problem that you think needs to take a look at. You can give them a call at the Illinois Elks Children's Care Office at 800-272-0074 between the hours of 9 and 4 o'clock on Monday through Friday. Today, give them a call today if you're for tomorrow. There are no charges for any services at the clinic, and no medical referral is necessary. The Elks holds the clinics from time to time, usually 1 or 2 times a year around the area. And this is going to be Dr. Jolko Fulop with Wabash. He also is with Wabash Orthopedic Services. He'll be the physician there, and the office is on 929 Stacy Burke Drive there in Flora. If you go to Briscoe's, just keep going straight north. It's the next left, and you can't miss it there. You'll be able to find it. They've worked on my knee. I still need work. That's a bad thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
I do still need work. What else going on Wednesday? A lot of health stuff on Wednesday. Parkinson's Disease Support Group will be meeting in Centralia. This will be from 2 to 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Anyone who has a PD diagnosis or cares for someone who does is encouraged to attend. So caretakers as well as folks with a diagnosis. Participants will have opportunity to share experiences and resources as they feel comfortable. If you don't want to talk and you just want to listen, it's all up to you. Go ahead and feel free. Current support group participants come from Marion County, Jefferson County, Washington County, Clinton County, all over the place, and able to get together and help yourselves through the tough disease that is Parkinson's disease. If you want more information, call Sue Williams at 618-322-4393 with questions or to see if you can bring the donuts. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Also going on today, up in just north of Effingham in Strasburg, a big American Red Cross blood drive. It'll be from noon to 5. For an appointment, call 1-800-RED-CROSS. That's 800-733-2767. Or visit redcrossblood.org. That is probably the best way to go about it. You go into redcrossblood.org and you just pick out the Strasburg, Illinois drive, and they'll have something that's going to come up and tell you what appointments they have available. They'll have Power Reds as well as regular appointments, regular blood donations. If you can, if you are a eligible type O, B, I think B negative or A negative, please do consider the Power Red donation because they split it up into 3 different things and it helps more patients than you can ever know. That's for sure. That's how I did it. Do you donate blood or have you donated blood?
I have donated blood. They do not want my blood anymore. They do take my husband's all the time, and he has done the Power Red.
I'm the same way. I've donated. My first goal was a keg. A keg, and I got to the quarter barrel, the 8-gallon keg, and then I got to the 16-gallon keg, and then they said, "Hey, we're fine."
my husband has donated. I don't even remember where. They call him to donate.
Yeah. So, but it's a good habit to get into, ladies and gentlemen, as that will help all kinds of folks in the community. And get the appointment. Do you get in there. You do the rapid pass as well online. That's where you read the questions and fill them all out and take care of it and puts you through in a hurry. What else is going on today? Ladies and gentlemen, this is National Raspberry Bomba Day. National Raspberry Bomb Day falls on August 11th. This recognizes this tantalizing frozen dessert. A raspberry bomba creates a beautiful finale to any summer meal. The dessert is the centerpiece of your meal and tastes delicious as well. Throughout August, raspberries are ripening. That's why this is the third raspberry holiday so far this month. It seems like I keep getting the raspberry holidays. But why wouldn't you like this? Look at that. That's a good-looking bomb cake.
They're delicious.
Have you had a raspberry bomba?
I have.
Do you make a raspberry?
Oh, no. I can cook. I'm a very good baker. But no, I actually went to a professional baker.
Well, yeah, that's a complicated looking device right there. That looks. I would think that would be an outstanding dessert on any meal. Let's see. You can find numerous recipes for these things in cookbooks and on the internet. On the internet, they have been made. Well, you can find recipes all the way back. When do you think you started finding the first printed recipe for a raspberry bomba?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I'll give you 20 years either direction.
I would say 2000.
1872.
No way.
1872.
I would not have guessed.
Yeah. They've been doing raspberry bombs for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Raspberry are in season from June through October, and this will be a wonderful time to get out there and get the raspberries. They're pretty healthful for you too. I think they've got like all kinds of antioxidants and stuff like that. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Presidential Joke Day. It's observed annually on August 11th to recognize the humor often found and yet maybe not so appreciated in the highest office in the land. This day is intended to make people laugh, not cause conflict. Remember to be kind with your jokes and just spread happiness. You know which joke it was that caused this to be the day of the Presidential Joke Day? It was one of the more famous presidential jokes.
No, I have no idea.
This was when Ronald Reagan said, "We have just outlawed Russia. We begin bombing in 5 minutes." On a live mic. They didn't realize it was a live mic. Yeah, what a prankster.
Oh, yeah, that's real funny.
Yeah, well, it was a joke. He didn't realize the microphone was live, and what do you do? There's let's see some other presidential jokes. Of course, the Dan Quayle misspelling potato. That wasn't on purpose, though. What kind of tea did colonists demand? Liberty. Liberty. That's a stupid dad joke.
That is a dad joke.
Which of Washington's officers had the best sense of humor? Which of George Washington's officers had the best sense of humor?
No idea.
Lafayette. Julie's leaving.
I might.
She's had enough. Jimmy Carter said, "My esteem in this country has gone up substantially. It's very nice now when people wave at me." He
was a quick wit. He truly was.
He said, "It's very nice now when people wave at me, they use all their fingers." So, there's a National Presidential Joke Day. It was 1984, the president said that. President Ronald Reagan said that. That was maybe... It might have been a little bit. He might have stepped on some toes there. Oh, well, we've all gone through it. It's 50 years ago, or 40. Do the math. What else is going on this week? This is also August 12th. Tomorrow is Julian Fries Day. Each year, National Julian Fries Day. This is when everyone fries up skinny sliced potatoes for a delicious and crunchy treat. We love food holidays of all kinds, and this is National Julian Fries Days. All right, now this one is a little bit deeper back. When do you think this one would have had its own recipe in a cookbook? I'm going to give you 50 years either direction on this one.
1782.
So close, 1722.
Oh,
man,
almost with the 50 years,
I should give you something for that. I won't.
Rough crowd.
I'll find something. I'll find something. You're so good to come this far. National Julian Fries Day. Although no one knows the origin of the Julian cut, Aeneas Dallas in the book of the Table, written in 1877, analyzes the sources. One recipe interests him, called Julian soup. The recipe calls cooks to cut all the vegetables, such as turnip, carrots, and potatoes, into long strips or straws. And then another recipe may share a clue. The wood sorrel soup recipe required 2 cuts to be made on each leaf, not 1 or 3, but just 2. By doing so would create a trefoil or a trinity, which would be significant to some Christian or superstitious cooks. Who knows?
That makes sense.
It does make sense, but it doesn't make sense.
Well, considering that so many people, like even the pretzel, right, is praying arms. So many
people, that's right, isn't it?
So many people incorporated food into their religion.
Right.
So no, the cuts make sense.
I see now. There she is. The woman's a scientist. She knows what she's talking about. National Julian Fries Day is going on today. What else is going on today? What's on TV? Cardinals are playing here on this gorgeous Tuesday, the 11th. It'll be St. Louis Louis will be at home against the Phillies. It'll be on St. Louis Network, channel 372, right here on this on streaming. That's at 6:45 tonight. Christopher Sanchez, he's good, versus Andre Pallant. Also tonight, the Cubs, I've switched over to that one. The Cubs will be on against the Washington Nationals. That's Javier Assad versus Jake Irvin. That's on Marquee, channel 367 at 5:45. 6:05, the Mariners are at the Yankees. That's on TBS, channel 272. Brian Wu versus Ryan Weathers. The Reds are at the White Sox. That's on channel 353. Got to keep people up on their baseball. They got to know when the baseball's playing. Reds at the White Sox. Rhett Lauder versus Sean Burke. That's channel 353 at 6:40. And then the late one tonight, the Royals are at the Dodgers. Michael Wacha versus Tark Skubal. And that's at 9:10 on MLB Network, channel 357. That is Julie Fortier. I'm Bruce Dickey. We're going to talk all about the congressional run and how you can join in and help out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back right after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest today, it's Julie Fortier. She is the Democratic candidate for United States Congress for the 12th District of Illinois, which is that's a pretty big district, isn't it, Julie? Tell me how big this district is.
It's over 14,000 square miles.
From where to where? If I'm looking at a map of Illinois, what am I talking about?
I have many of the districts that are below 70. There are counties below 70. There are a few that I don't. It contains actually 34 total counties.
34 counties.
34, but 2 of those are partial. So
Okay.
St. Clair is partial,
Okay.
and Coles County is partial.
Oh, okay.
So the rest of Coles County goes to Miller, and the rest of St. Clair County is Nikki Badinsky's.
Okay.
And then I don't have like Bond County, for instance, and that's south of 70, but I have most counties that are south of 70.
I was looking at the map of it before I asked you that question, and I was kind of interested. Why did they carve Charleston out of Coles County and leave you Mattoon?
Well,
how's that work like that, or why does that work like?
So
Any idea?
every district in this state, and every state is similar to this. So when they make their districts, every district in our state is about 759,000 people.
Okay.
And so every time they carve, it's based on population.
Okay.
Or,
Charleston must have had too many people.
or it's based on, in some places, gerrymandering, right?
Yeah.
So it depends, but every district still, even if you're gerrymandering, your districts still have to have equal number of people throughout the state. So when people
They have to be connected.
No, they don't.
They don't.
No. For instance, if you look at District Illinois 15, it
Okay.
is split in half by Illinois 13. So they do not have to be a contiguous piece of property.
I thought they had to be partially connected to each other. They don't.
I don't believe.
Well, I mean, if
I don't
15's not.
I don't believe 15 is.
Which one is 15?
15 is Mary Miller's.
That's where Mary Miller was the one here for before they moved her
2020.
north.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in 2020. Okay, so you've been getting a little bit of driving time.
I've been getting a lot of driving time. And I will say I prefer to drive during the day than night because this district is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And if you're at night, I'm fine driving at night, although there are a lot of deer. I'm fine driving at night, but when you're driving during the day, it's awe-inspiring. It is so beautiful.
Well, especially if for folks who may not have, who may not get down to the Shawnee, talk about a gem that is buried to the rest of the state for the most part, it seems like to me.
Yeah.
Is that, do I have that, do you think I've got that right? In that, I mean, I'm from Fairfield, and I've lived in Fairfield all my life. I've been to a couple of places in the Shawnee, but there are places you can go down there and get lost and never come out again, it seems like.
I would imagine that's true with any place you can go hiking. But it's absolutely beautiful, and I think people need to remember what's in their backyard.
Oh, that's for sure. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me about your family. What have you done? How have you gotten to this place in Louisville in 2026?
I started actually looking at running in September. And I tell people I've always been extremely politically aware.
You're jumping over the first several decades of your life.
Well, okay, so if you want me to start from the very beginning.
I was born a poor child.
I was just getting ready. I was born a poor but humble child. No, I was actually born in Colorado.
Okay.
And
where in Colorado, if you don't mind me
I was
asking?
20 miles north of Denver.
Okay, Boulder area, Golden?
Yeah, so
okay.
I was east of Boulder.
Okay.
And I was born, I am one of 5 children. And 2 parents, one of 5 children. And we grew up kind of in the rural areas. We've always had a few cows, some pigs, and...
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I say few, like 1 or 2, enough to fill the freezer.
Yeah, sure.
Enough
chickens maybe to get
no,
eggs.
Your
dad didn't like chickens?
Oh, no.
He would have hogs and cattle, but not chickens.
He had to clean the coop when he was a kid.
Oh.
So he swore he would never have another chicken, ever.
I love it.
Yeah, so I lived there until I was a freshman in high school, and then they moved us to an area directly south of Cincinnati.
Okay.
In northern Kentucky.
Must have been, did you have cattle and pigs there too?
No, we brought our horses.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't bring, at that time, we actually never had cows or pigs after that.
Oh, okay.
But we did live we lived in a wooded, we abutted a wooded area with ponds, and I used to take my horse out and just go trail riding on my own.
So now that you are doing this and you are getting to meet probably more people than you ever thought you would meet in your life, you probably have a lot more in common with folks than maybe people would realize with a woman like yourself coming in.
Well, I don't think I have a lot in common, even not only living in a rural area, but I've worked as a line cook. I've been a manager at a fast food place.
Well, I know, but when folks might hear that you're a research scientist.
Oh yeah, they think that I've only had one
right.
avenue, and that's all I've been.
Yes, that's what one might think.
Right, exactly. But that's not true with anybody's life, right? So even you've had many different careers.
Yes, I have.
So I think we are who our past has made us to be.
That's correct, I guess,
and
isn't it?
Every aspect of our past helps define who we are, not only in our experiences but our character.
Okay, so we've gotten you to Cincinnati.
So I'm in Cincinnati, and I graduated high school there, and I went to school at University of Cincinnati for a year.
Okay.
And
back in the 80s sometime?
Late 80s.
Late 80s, okay.
Yeah, late 80s. And I worked full-time, and I was going to school full-time.
Bob Huggins there yet? Basketball coach?
No, I was farther north. So
Okay.
I lived in
No, at Cincinnati, I mean.
yeah. Oh no, that was. Oh, well, I guess that would have been his area. Here's the thing: when you're working full time and going to school full time, you never go to sports.
I guess that's true.
Like I literally would sleep in my car at times just to get enough sleep because I would get off work around midnight to 1:30.
So we're going to college, and we realize that, hey, college might be a little bit, with a full-time job and trying to do college, may not be able to continue doing it.
Well, no, I was broke.
Yeah,
I would have.
that's what I mean.
I actually would have kept doing what I was doing, but I was broke. I couldn't afford to go back to school.
Cincinnati's private too, isn't it?
No, but I was not.
Xavier is.
Xavier's private, yes. But the problem is I was an out-of-state student.
Oh,
So-
you're Kentucky.
Yeah. So at
Yeah.
the time there wasn't. There is reciprocity now, but at the time there wasn't.
Yeah.
So I had to pay out-of-state tuition.
So you did the smart thing,
I joined the military.
joined the military.
And I
Wonderful
joined it,
idea.
I joined it for the GI Bill,
Yeah.
and I joined the Air Force,
Okay.
and I had an absolute ball. When I joined, they put me in a combat communications unit. I did
Okay.
computers and message trafficking overseas.
Where were you stationed before you were deployed?
Well, I was stationed in, so the way it works is you go to basic training and then you go to tech school. So it goes Lackland Air Force Base, which is in San Antonio.
Okay.
Tech school was at Keesler, Mississippi.
Okay.
And then I got my full-time station, which was Wiesbaden, Germany.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Isn't Germany fun?
I love Germany.
Germany's just such fun. We are learning so much about Julie Fortier, and we're going to actually get to current day eventually, aren't we?
I would hope.
Either that or I'm wasting her time. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be right back after these. Do stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Hello, I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am joined by Julie Fortier, the Democratic candidate for Congress for the Illinois U.S. Congress, Illinois District number 12, running against Mike Bost this November what?
November 3rd, Tuesday. Always a Tuesday.
Tuesday, November 3rd is election day in Illinois. Vote early, vote often. It's Illinois. You can say that.
Yes,
Vote early, vote often.
right now, yes. Let's hope it stays that way.
We were at, we're getting to know you.
Yes.
You're through Cincinnati. You've joined the military. Tell me about your Air Force experience and how it made you the person you are today.
Well, when I was in the Air Force and I was stationed in Germany and I was in a combat communications unit, I was TDY half of the time I was there. So I've lived in England. I was stationed in
Scoot up a bit.
I was stationed in Turkey, 2 different deployments.
Uh-huh.
And I got to see a lot of different cultures. I've lived in 5 different countries. I've spoken with people from all backgrounds. They stationed us in Desert Shield. I was in Qatar.
Really?
We were some of the first people in Qatar. When I arrived, my team was there first. Like we have it's called the Quick Response Team.
Okay.
They had gone first, and then a week later, the Permanent Comm, which I was part of, came.
Right.
And when I arrived, there were less than 8 tents, I think, total.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Our commissary only had chewing gum and tobacco. That was it. Yeah. So it was, I mean.
That's not quite the PX that you'll see at Virginia
no,
Beach.
But when you're used to going TDY as often as we did, which was our job, right?
Yeah.
And
TDY meaning?
Temporary duty, I
Okay.
apologize, yes. So you're traveling for your work.
Right.
And you're spending months away from your family. And
Yeah.
being a single person, it's a lot easier.
I bet.
I was traveling with people that had children, people that had spouses. And so when I went, and I stayed there 4.5 months in the desert, and I watched it grow, and it went from very small amount of people to then we had a chow hall, and they ended up building a hospital there.
Oh, really?
And now it's actually, before the Iranian war started, it was the R&R place, so the rest and relaxation
Oh,
place
nice.
for the area during the other Iraq war.
They have probably made it now a flight zone for a way station to get to the Iran part, right?
Well,
now.
I don't know. At the time when I was there, it actually had the longest runway. Doha, Qatar had the longest
Okay.
runway in the world.
Wow.
At the time. Now, I don't know if that's still
What
true.
what would the longest runway in the world have been 30 years ago?
Oh, it was really long. I don't recall how long it was.
Huh. That's
Yeah, I don't recall how long it was, but at the time it was the longest.
So you did your duty, your tour of duty ended, decided to come back.
Well, no, they sent me back.
They sent you back.
I was stationed, my second tour of duty was then at Scott Air Force Base.
Okay.
And that's what brought me to Southern Illinois.
And you've been here ever since?
I've been here ever since.
Okay. You decided to get into, you decided to become, I call you a research scientist because if you're working in a lab, to me, that's basically a research scientist. Is that what you are?
My title, if you actually go on and you look, my title is scientific writer.
Okay.
But I am actually in the lab, and I'm also helping scientists progress forward in multiple myeloma, which is the disease I work on.
You're working on multiple myeloma, which is it's a form of cancer, correct?
It is a form of cancer. It is not a leukemia, because leukemia means it's actually in your bloodstream.
Uh-huh.
But it is a form of cancer in your bone marrow.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about that, and tell me a little bit about the changes that you've seen since you've been studying that disease.
Well, the work that I'm doing, so I work with a whole bunch of not only researchers but medical doctors.
Uh-huh.
And the strides that have been made to treat this disease, it's amazing how quickly we're moving forward. And the type of treatment and the new treatments that are coming out and the continuing progression in those treatments, it's just making people live longer. It's the average, I think when I started, the average lifespan after was 5 years, and
Yeah.
it's extended beyond that right now.
That's got to be so rewarding. Tell me about how that affects how seeing the work that you are doing affect the lives of so many people.
Well, I think it's amazing to actually be part of something bigger. It's a lot very similar to being in the military. You're part of
Right.
something bigger. And this is helping people and people living longer and having a better quality of life, right? That's the whole purpose. Because it doesn't matter what disease you have, but if you're working towards something or you're able to have something that gives you a better quality of life, that is extremely rewarding.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
That's I'm fantastic. I'm so pleased that they're moving forward. That the research, knockwood, is working. I mean, it affects this particular disease affects my family, and I've got people who jump into lakes to raise money for this kind of thing, or jump into frozen seas, frozen oceans, polar plunges for this, and it just makes me feel so good that it's doing that. Okay, I gotta ask, and it just seems like two violently different things. You're a researcher, and then now you want to be a congressperson. I mean, I'm reminded of like Bill Frist, you know, the guy from Tennessee, the surgeon from Tennessee. Just two entirely different things. What in the world made you want to move to become a congressperson?
I wanted to make sure this district had a voice. I wanted to make sure that people in Southern Illinois actually had a representative who would meet with their constituents, giving these people a voice. I don't think right now our current representative is doing what we need for us, and I know I can do the job.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm running.
What was the process? How has the process been? Because you're relatively new to politics, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely new to politics.
When did you start to decide? How does one run for Congress?
So interesting.
What is the
process?
Step-by-step process? If Bruce Dickey wants to run for Congress, well, I'm not, because I'd be wanting to run for your job or the other guy's job. And you guys are doing a great job, or one of you it is. One of you will be. What is the process?
So in order to run, you have to get a certain amount of signatures, and you have to turn that into the state.
Yeah.
And I turned in over 2,700 signatures, and then those have to be legally bound. And what I mean bound is they gathered up and they legally bind it.
Yeah.
And then you turn that into the state, and then those signatures are allowed to be reviewed by the opponent. Like I could review Boss, he could review mine.
Right.
To get rid of any signatures you don't think are legitimate, or if you find addresses wrong or whatever, for whatever reason.
Did you review his?
I did not.
Did he review yours?
I do not know.
Huh, okay.
I do not know.
But was there a primary opponent? Did you have one?
I did not have one.
Okay.
No, I ran unopposed.
Okay.
He actually started to have one, and then that person dropped out.
Oh, okay.
So I did have a certain number of signatures I had to turn in. It was a little less than 700, and I over tripled that.
So the Democratic Party is jumping behind you in just full force?
No.
I'm sorry.
So, I mean, but it's a game of numbers. And this
Yeah.
is true with the RNC, too. It's a game of numbers. And so they're going to put money after somebody in a district who they think they might be able to either move the needle enough to get a vote, or somebody that has been proven.
Yeah.
And what is interesting is Bost had done an interview, and all he kept saying in the interview was, I have experience. Well, that's fine. But the experience you have isn't helping your constituents.
Yeah.
The experience I have in communication skills, the experience I have in assessing data, will help our constituents.
I tell you what, we've got all kinds of stuff more to talk about with Julie here. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Julie Fortier, Democratic candidate for the U.S. Congress, Illinois District number 12. We'll come back with Julie, talk a little bit more. We're going to find out how life on the road is. Back right after these. Stick around.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, joined by Julie Fortier, the Democratic candidate for United States Congress out of O'Fallon,
Illinois. Yeah.
Oh, out of O'Fallon, and we're talking about a wide variety of stuff. You've been going around. Tell me, when did you have your first open town hall meeting?
Oh, first town hall. It was,
and what did you think of it? It takes all these things take a little time to get the hang of.
Well, I mean, I've been a public speaker for as long as I can remember, so that's never been a problem.
Good.
Getting up and speaking in front of people, never been a problem.
Okay.
But interestingly, I think the biggest issue is my poor campaign manager. She is trying to coordinate 34 counties.
That's difficult.
Yes.
See, whenever she called me, we were trying to figure out how to get you here, and yeah, she's got her hands full.
She does have her hands full, and she is freaking amazing. My team has been, they are second to none, and most of them are strictly volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like 100% of their time and their effort has just been because they want to see me elected.
Tell me, if folks want more information, what's their best way to get more information about Julie Fortier?
If you go to my webpage, which is juliefortier.com or
Okay.
juliefortier.org, I have both of those, and you can take a look. And you can even go on to and see my calendar and see where I'm going to go next.
And there's Facebook as well, I guess?
I'm on Facebook, I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram.
Good. So folks want more information, and if they want to get a hold of your campaign manager, they can just through the Facebook messaging or something like that.
Absolutely.
By the way, thanks, Bill. Bill Poss got us together because I was trying to figure out how to contact your people, and I thought. I kind of ran into a roadblock in my head. So
okay.
Bill Poss got us together.
Okay.
So thanks, Bill. Appreciate Bill Possalacqua from Effingham. Okay, so you went to this first event and got up in front of people and it was fine. Have you had any weird questions? What are some of the questions that you're getting from folks? Because we talked before the cameras started rolling. It has been a while since town hall meetings were held by congresspeople in Southern Illinois.
In-person town halls.
In person.
There are phone town halls that have occurred, but in-person town halls, yeah. I don't have any scripts. I don't screen people coming in. I don't screen questions. Anything that anybody wants to ask me, they're welcome to. Now, that doesn't mean I necessarily have all the answers. I like data, and so my answers. I want data to support my answers.
Sure.
There was a question that was asked today, for instance, and I told him I needed to look up that bill because I thought I knew what that bill was, but I told him, I said, I need to make sure I have all the facts before I know who this person is. I will reach back out to them and I will come up with an answer. But knowing there's a lot going on right now with our government.
Sure.
And I'm trying to stay up on all of it, plus working full time.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to make sure that all of my answers are data related and data backed.
When did you start? When was that first meeting?
That first meeting was, I believe, late April.
So you've been doing this for quite some time.
Yes.
How many stops have you made so far? How many meetings? I know you're making other stops, not just meetings, not just town hall meetings, but how many meetings and the rubber chicken circuit and that kind of thing have you been going to? Can you keep up?
A few hours ago, I just did my 22nd.
Wow.
Town hall. Yeah.
In 3 or 4 months.
Yes.
Yeah, that's keeping you kind of busy, huh?
It's keeping me very busy.
What does your family think of your decision to run for Congress?
They're fully supportive.
Are they?
They're extremely supportive, which is amazing. My family is amazing. I have been with my husband for over 30 years, and they are extremely supportive.
That's outstanding. That's wonderful to hear. I tell you what, what's the weirdest question anybody has asked you in a town meeting setting? A strange question that you just have no answer to. That one? That question I just asked?
I know. It actually might be. Most of them are very standard and very repetitive because a lot of people in this district have very similar concerns.
Yeah.
And that's not a party issue. That's a human issue.
Well, that's the thing. I'm presuming, and it's probably a bad thing to presume, but you're getting same questions in. Well, you were Cumberland County on Sunday, right?
Yes.
You're in Cumberland County on Sunday, and you're probably going down to, you'll be down in Williamson County or something sometime, or Jackson County.
I've done Williamson, I've done Massac. I still have to do Jackson and Johnson County. But yes, and I'm getting a lot of the same.
Are they the same questions in one place or the other?
Oh, they're very similar, yes. A lot of them are very similar.
What are folks asking about?
A lot of them are asking about the cost of living, affordable living, because the cost has gone up astronomically.
Right.
Tariffs have risen the price of everything. They've raised the price of everything. So this is what people are concerned about. They can't afford to live right now.
Yeah. God, it just makes it just tremendously, it must be tremendously heartening when you see a good crowd. How big of crowds are you getting?
I've had over 100.
There you go.
And in some of the smaller places, I've had a small crowd.
Okay.
But people are showing up.
If folks, now we mentioned your campaign manager earlier, Kendra Paulson.
Yes.
If folks, are there places that may not know to contact you? And I mean, can we tell them to contact Kendra through your website or what?
Oh, if they need to contact her, yeah, easily. They can contact her through my website or through Facebook if you need to truly reach our campaign.
There you go, folks. Talking here with Julie Fortier. We're going to come right back and wrap things up with Julie here in just a minute. She is running for Congress from O'Fallon, Illinois, running for the 12th District of the United States Congress. Back after these, right after this.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I understand. Trust me, I understand.
I'm just saying.
But I'm just being pragmatic.
No, I get it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Julie Fortier is here. We are talking about a wide variety of subjects. She is running for Congress here in the Illinois 12th District, which, if you're watching this on Wabash, you are in the Illinois 12th District. And if you're watching on YouTube, you may be watching it wherever. But she's running for the Illinois 12th against Mike Bost, who's been in the gig for 20 years now?
No, 14.
14. All right, so.
Oh, actually 12. I apologize. 12. He's
12.
This will be his last of his 12th year.
Okay, my question is, we've talked about having gone through numerous town halls, and you're getting the opportunity to meet all kinds of different people. Probably people 5 years ago that you never thought you would ever have the chance to talk to, the different types of folks. What do you find most challenging in going to these in going to these meetings, most challenging with the voters, the public, the general public in Southern Illinois today?
I think the most challenging thing we're facing, and it's actually the most challenging thing probably the United States is facing, is making sure everybody is involved who can vote. Everybody who can vote needs to look up their politicians, look up their policies, and become active and vote. And that includes the youth all the way from 18 all the way up to the people that already know it's kind of their right and their goal. You know, everybody knows that they should vote. They're privileged to vote.
Right.
And we need to make sure that people come out and exercise that right.
How do we do that? Do we have do we have a method that we can get younger people, 18 to 50-year-olds, 18 to 40-year-olds, out to vote and quit looking at their phones, maybe, and looking to vote?
I think people need to be aware, and this is everybody, that politics affects everybody, and we can't leave it up to the next person to make those decisions for you. So, for instance, if I sit this out and you go to vote, your decision is making decisions on my life, right? Your vote is.
Right.
And so this is everybody's responsibility. And I think a lot of people have lost sight of that, and a lot of people are tired.
Is it apathy?
I don't actually think it's apathy.
I don't either.
I literally think part of it's exhaustion. You can't work 2 jobs, come home, take care of children, and then have the time or the bandwidth or the strength to start researching what a politician is saying and make sure that what they are saying is truthful, that they're being honest. And it's not apathy as much as people are tired. People are very tired, and they want politicians who tell them the truth. They want politicians who have character. That's
the other tricky thing about it, though, is being able to determine whether, you know, there are people who are being told the truth and refuse to believe it on both sides.
No, it's true.
And that's probably one of the biggest challenges that a person in your position would have, wouldn't it be?
Oh, absolutely. And I think I would say to anybody is make sure you're not swayed by one person and one set of ideas. Do your own research. And when I say research, don't stick with one news type. Don't stick with one. I don't. And I would expect nobody else to. People need to, unfortunately, it takes time, right? And it takes diligence to make sure who you're looking at are legitimate. I do a lot of media that is independent media, but even when I hear something there, I might go look at a different source to see if they're actually validating that.
What do you read? How many papers do you take? Not newspapers. I'm presuming you're doing it online, but
I am doing it online. Like I listen to the Midas Touch.
Okay.
I listen to. There's a gentleman who deals with oil. His name's Mr. Goebbels. I listen to him, but I also will listen to media that's considered more right-wing. I listen to that as well to see if any of it is truthful or not. There's always that old adage that there are 3 sides to the stories, your, mine, and then the truth that's in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think people need to make sure that they're actually doing the research to see who's the one that's coming closest to the middle.
I was fascinated when you said that your campaign is on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. There are people on Twitter that do not go on Blue Sky because they think it's just a gigantic lib playground, and there are people on Blue Sky who will not go on Twitter because they think it's just a gigantic conservative right-wing playground. But I mean, it's fascinating to me, or it's vital that you're on both, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everybody in this district runs the gamut of where they fall politically.
Right.
And we need to be able to reach everybody. And I wish everybody would at least take the time to see where I am on policy and see where my opponent is on policy.
Yeah.
And see how much has affected you.
That's the other fascinating thing to me when you talk about the wide variety of people in not just in our 759,000 part of the world, the people in Colorado, are going to have a lot of the similar thoughts and dreams that somebody in Southern Illinois is going to have. How are you being received in a gigantically, tremendously red area that Southern Illinois is?
I got to admit, the people here are amazing. I will say, it's interesting. I grew up in the country. I grew up in a rural area. I'm used to being around farmers. I'm actually used to being around farm animals, and that doesn't mean everybody here is rural, but in a small town.
Yeah.
And I grew up in very similar, like I've been at so many county fairs lately, and that's what I grew up doing as a kid.
Sure. Were you 4-H?
No, I was not 4-H.
Okay.
My brother was. I was not. But in saying all that, it's very similar to what I grew up with. And the people here are amazing, and the people here are actually hurting. And that's not a Dem or Republic or Independent. That is just across the board. All of us are the same. And I really wish people in politics would stop trying to divide us, and just people would remember that we're all Americans, we're all in this together, and we're facing very similar trials and tribulations.
What would you? I told you I was going to avoid politics, and I'm trying to. I'm going to. Have you been to the? I went to the Capitol this year for the first time.
Our state capitol.
Oh no, I went to the federal capitol.
Oh, okay.
For the first time this year, I got the tour. Have you had the really cool tour of the Capitol building?
I've done the self tour of the Capitol years and years ago, but I haven't been back for a very long time.
Yeah, they've got you need to get a friend up there that works for a congressperson.
Okay.
Because they'll take you on a pretty cool tour. My question is, what would you do your first day back in Washington? First day in Washington, you get your hand raised and you take the gig. Then what?
Start looking at what policies can help this district. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need more infrastructure. We need so much down here, and we need policies that will help that.
Well, there you go. That sounds like you have a date for January of 2027, don't you?
I'm hoping.
She is certainly hoping. That is Julie Fortier. Julie, again, tell people where to find you on the internet and Facebook and stuff.
If you go to juliefortier.com or juliefortier.org, that's my webpage. And if you go down, you can actually find my Twitter account, my Facebook account, as well as my Blue Sky account.
Where will you be soon? Do you know your schedule very well?
My next town hall is at Union County. Is in Union County.
So you're going all the way to Anna, I guess, or?
Yeah. Well, I have to.
Well, I understand that, but I mean that's a long way from here.
Well, I mean it's longer from where I live.
I don't know.
It is, but I mean, I'm going out to where the people are.
Yeah.
How do you represent people if you're not going to go meet them where they live?
How do you do that from where you live? You go through Chester, Route 3, down that way?
Actually 57 probably.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's faster for me to actually stay on the highway longer.
Well, yeah, down. Where in Anna?
I would have to double check. I don't recall the building.
That's great. Julie, thank you very much for being here. And best of luck to you this year, okay?
Thank you for having me.
Hey, folks, thanks very much for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great day.